Okay, welcome everyone. Imagine someone promises to give you $5,000 after 3 years. But what if you want to know how much that money is worth today? Do you understood? If someone promises to give you $5,000 after 3 years and you want to know that what is the worth of that money today, that value is called present value. So today we will be learning in a very easy and simple way how to find out the present value of money using compound interest. So if you deposit money in the bank for 5 years, they gives you interest on a compounding rate. So how do we find out the present value? Let us take one example. The first example here is, so what I told you, the steps for solving solution. First thing is that we have to read the question carefully, understand what is asked in the question, what we need to calculate. Second thing, based on your understanding what is required in the questions, we will write down the formula. Third steps, substitute the values provided in the question to the formula, and third, next one we will be doing the solutions. So first we will read, if you want to have a sum of $5,000 after 3 years, how much you need to deposit today in the bank, which gives 5% interest compounded annually. Okay, always remember, if the interest is compounded annually means one time in a year, so our n will be 1. If it is compounded semi-annually, half yearly, means 2 times in a year, so my n will be 2. If it is compounded quarterly means after every 3 months, so in 1 year it will be compounded 4 times, so n will be 4. And if it is compounded monthly, that means every month, so in 1 year we have 12 months, so my n will be 12. But in this question it is clearly mentioned it is compounded annually, so my n is going to be 1. So we understood we need to find out the present value using compound interest. So first thing is what we have to write down the formula. So the formula for present value is equal to present value is equal to future value, we are doing compound interest, divide by 1 plus r by n, bracket close, power of nt. So this is my formula to calculate the present value using compound interest. So here now we will just, I told you, next step is substitute the value. So what is my future value? How much amount I need is $5,000. Then write step by step as per the formula. So we have written future value. Now we will be writing what is my R. R means rate of interest. Rate of interest is 5%. Always remember 5%. 5% means 5 divided by 100. 5% means 5 per 100. So 5 divided by 100, we will get 0.05. This is my rate of interest. And then the next one in the formula is n. What is my n? N means number of times interest is compounded in a year. So here it is clearly mentioned it is compounded annually, means once in a year. So my n will be 1. Then write down t. T is nothing but the time. You can see for how much time I am depositing the money. It is 3 years, so my t is 3. Then we will write down here nt also, nt, because in formula it is given power of nt. So n is 1 multiply by t, that is 3. So my nt will be 3. Now we have substituted the value. Now we will just use the formula and solve the question. So present value is equal to, what is my future value? 5,000 divide by bracket 1 plus Rate of interest, my rate of interest is 0.05. Divide by n is 1. Bracket close. Power of nt, here we have written nt is 1 multiplied by 3, which is 3. So power of nt. So when we calculate this, we get the answer. The answer for this is 4,319.190 dollars. So if I want to have a sum of $5,000 after 3 years, and if I deposit this $5,000 in the bank for 3 years, and I am receiving compound interest annually at 5%. So I need to deposit $4,319.190 today. This is how we calculate the present value of money. Now for a better understanding, we will do few exercises. So this is exercise 1. First we will read the question. How much amount is needed to be invested at 15% interest compounded annually to generate $2,000 after 3 years? So I told you first thing, we have understood we need to find out the present value. So we will write the formula. Present value is equal to future value. Now it is compound interest, divided by 1 plus r by n, bracket close, power of nt. Here we will substitute the value. What is my future value? I need to get $2,000 after 3 years. So 2,000. Then write r. R is rate of interest. What is my rate of interest? 15%, means 15 divided by 100, which will come to 0.15. Then as per the formula, the next thing is n. What is my n? It is compounded annually, means one time in a year. So n will be 1. What is my t? 3 years. I will keep it for 3 years. So my nt will be how much? N means 1 multiplied by t is 3. So my nt will be 3. Now we will just use the formula again. So my present value is equal to, what is my future value? $2,000 divided by 1 plus, what is my rate of interest? 0.15, that is 15%, divided by 1, bracket close, power of nt, my nt is 3. So with the help of calculations, when you will calculate, you will get the answer $1,315.03. So if I want to get $2,000 after 3 years at 15% compounded interest, I need to deposit $1,115.03 in the bank. We'll just take up 2 more exercises. Now we'll read. Fatima estimates that she will need after 3 years $5,000 for her further studies. She has an option to invest some money today in a scheme that will give her 7% interest compounded annually. So how much she should invest today? So now we understood we need to find out present value because she wants $5,000 after 3 years. So what is the present value? Write the formula. Present value is equal to future value divided by 1 plus r divided by n, power of nt. So now just substitute the value. My future value is equal to, how much money Fatima needs? $5,000. She is depositing money at 7% rate of interest. 7% rate of interest means 0.07. And n means it is deposited the compound interest is compounded annually, means one time in a year. N will be 1. T is for how much time? Here you can see 3 years. So T will be 3. So what will be my NT? NT will be 1 multiplied by 3, which is 3. Now, with the help of formula, we will solve it. So my future value is $5,000 divided by 1 bracket 1 plus rate of interest is 0.07 divided by n. N is what? Compounded annually. So n is 1 bracket close, power of nt. Nt is 3. So when we solve this, when we calculate, we get the answer 4081.48. So this is the present value of $5,000 which the Fatma needs to deposit if she is getting 7% interest compounded annually for 3 years. We'll take the last exercise so that it is more perfect for us. Now Ryle has two financial obligations of $4,000 at the end of 2 years and another $2,000 at the end of 4 years from now. So how much would he need to invest today to make such payments in the future if he gets interest at 10% per annum compounded annually? So two options are there. First options, both we need to find out the present value. So we'll write the formula. Present value is equal to future value divided by bracket open 1 plus r by n bracket close power of nt. Now I am writing it here. What is my future value? The first option, first you see this future value is 4,000. So future value is $4,000. What is my R? Rate of interest is 10%. So it will come to 0.1 or 0.10. Then what is my N? It is compounded annually. Annually means once in a year. So N will be 1. Then again, what is the time? The first question, remember, the first option is time is 2 years. 2 years. Here it is 2. So my T is 2. So what will be my NT? 1 multiplied by 2. That is 2. Now same we will use it in the formula. My present value is equal to 4,000 divided by how much? Bracket 1 plus rate of interest is 0.1, that is 10%, divided by 1 bracket close power of 2. So the answer for this is, when you calculate on the calculator, you will get 3305.78. Similarly, when we will do it for option 2, I am just writing direct solution because now you have clearly understood. So present value is equal to future value divided by bracket 1 plus r by n bracket close power of nt. So I am direct substituting the value. Present value is equal to, what is my future value? In second option, my future value is 2,000. Just pay attention. 2,000 divided by 1 bracket open 1 plus r, rate of interest is same 0.10, divided by n. N is same, but here nt will change because it is for 4 years. So nt will be 4. So answer for the second option will be $1366.02. This is the second option. This one is my first option. Hope everything is clear to everyone. This is how we calculate the present value of money with compound interest. Okay, so if you like the video, just subscribe it, share it to others so that you keep on getting the new and updated videos. So in our next video, we will be learning how to calculate the present value of annuity and how to calculate the future value of annuity. So be in touch. See you in the next lesson.